watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. In the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello, welcome. Hello, like I just sounded like I just answered the phone. That's hilarious to me. Anyway, hello and welcome to Talk is Cheap episode, you guys. 51. That's right, we passed episode 50. Now we're in our 50s. Anyway, we're so excited that you're here tonight. Episode 51, the show where you get what you pay for. Talk is cheap, the show with no budget. Here we are. Hey, so if you're watching us for the first time or you're watching us for the 51st time, make sure you say hello in the comments. We want to say hello back to you. We have such a fun show for you tonight. I'm really excited about it. Of course, we have the Chewy cam. So we will check on Chewy because I know that's what you guys care about. You really don't want to hear from me. But anyway, yeah, our show tonight is super fun. We have in the house, we have Scott Higgins. That's right. He's here. He's back. That means he has nothing else to do. We also have Jonas Woods is back. You heard our theme song. Every single week you hear it. And here he is tonight. He's back because I bribed him. And also, you guys, for the first time, we have, as my co-host tonight, Howie Mason. So I'm very, very excited. Let's see. Stephanie says, hello, and with a heart. That is so, 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 so sweet. Thanks, Stephanie. It's good to see you. Steve is here, obviously unable to sleep. He's here from Spain. Hola. Sleep is also overrated. Besides talk, I see what you did there. That's great, Steve. Well, I'm sorry you can't sleep, but I'm glad you're here. And Sharon says, Chewy, are you there? Yes, Sharon, Chewy is here, and we will look at Chewy. Where is he? All right, let's add Chewy to the stream. Here he is. He's here. He won't face the camera. If I turn him around, he might wake up, but I don't know. I had him facing the camera. And he just, I don't know. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. But he's here. He has had his little dose of quiet moments, the unofficial sponsor of Talk is Cheap. And if you guys would like to, if anybody out there would like to sponsor Talk is Cheap, well, you should. That would be nice because we could use it. But here's something fun to tell you, you guys. We got some merch in. That's right. We have merchandise now here on Talk is Cheap. It's true. It's true. And Alex, if Alex will share what we have. Do you have our, that's right. You can get a Talk is Cheap mask. How do you do that, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. All you have to do is message me through Rhonda Corey Comedy on my Facebook page, or you can go to Rhonda at rhondacoreycomedy.com and you can email me and just let me know you want one. We are pre-ordering them. They're not even in yet, you guys. So you can be the first on the list and you know you want to. How cool is that to have a Talk is Cheap mask? Unless it's wicked funny. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's see. We've got some comments that Brian Kahatsu, he says, hello, Chewy. Hello, Alex. Hello, Rhonda. Brian was here last week as our unofficial judge and official scorekeeper, but I made him a judge. So Sally says, you look gorgeous. I think she's probably talking to Chewy. He does. He does look gorgeous. Quiet moments for all my friends. That's right. All around. Happy want one. Okay. Well, all right. You should definitely have one then. Yes. Then it wouldn't be cheap. And I don't know what you commented to because this was on a delay. So, you mean talk is cheap at the mask? I don't know. I'm confused. And that's not a rare thing. Anyway, we are going to get our show started. We have so much to do, so many people to talk to, so much to do, so much to say. Okay. So my co-host tonight, well, he's based out of Connecticut, so he's very close to me in proximity. You may have seen him at Comics Mohegan Sun. You may have seen him at the Funny Bone or the Xfinity Center. But tonight, you're going to see him debuting the very first time. Here he is. Please welcome my friend, stand-up comedian Howie Mason, everybody. Woo!
Yeah. It's a pleasure. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. I remember when we used to do comedy in front of people. Remember that?
Remember?
That was so great. I know.
It was fun. We do have to talk about the first time that we met. We have to talk about the first, we had a gig together, did we not, Howie? And it was a one of a kind. And it was such an amazing gig that it's like tattooed on my brain.
With reason, I think. Or sunburned into the brain. Yeah. So
yes. So we actually had a gig. Mike Murray. Oh, I love him. I would take that gig now in a second, though.
Oh, of course, I'm taking a second.
Yeah, and like in a hot second. We had a gig at a pool, right? It was like a apartment complex. Yeah, apartment complex. It was
Saturday
at a pool.
About noon.
Saturday at noon, and it was with Brad Pierce and you and me and people at a pool who didn't know we were going to be there.
You, me, Brad, and 25 surprised people. So yeah.
Yeah, and kids just like, can we go in the pool now? Can we go in they're holding their little floaties and stuff, and they're just like, yeah.
It was the first warm Saturday in June where all these kids all they've wanted to do for like 9 months is just go swimming. Like, no. Wait for these people to start telling their jokes. They'll be fine. Yeah.
They had no one had any idea we were going to be there. Like, no one even knew. So that was precious.
Mom, how much longer do I have to listen to the sad man? It's like, well, it's going to be about half an hour. Yeah.
It was so funny. And they were walking across, and people were having like these loud conversations. And it was great.
You took the photos, all right? So you got the photos.
I do. I wish had I prepared, Howie, had I prepared a little more, I would put up those photos, right? It was just so funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. But it makes you strong. Those gigs are the ones that make you strong. And I would do it again in a minute, especially now, right?
That's actually my second favorite comedy photo with a child in it. My favorite one was I did a show like on an afternoon in like Norwalk, Connecticut, and I was equidistant from a bar and a baby. It was just as you don't get the chance to say that very often. And
no. Who knew? Oh my gosh, too funny. Sharon wants to say hi. I believe she's saying Howie, and that's how I think she's saying it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but So.
And just one quick question before I forget. The masks seem very nice, but can I hold out for the Talk is Cheap brand dog hemp? Can I do that?
That is available on Amazon.com.
Well.
It is. They are not an official sponsor, I must say.
Well.
But
Dream a little
they
dream.
are Chewy's friend, and Chewy has some quiet moments before the shows, so he loves it. He's very excited. He has that. He has a couple of Doritos, and then he's sleeping. He sleeps through
that's
most
a comedy
of the
diet
show.
right there. That's a weekend at a club comedy diet.
For some it is, Holly. For some it is. And you have a couple of shows coming up, right? You have a couple.
Yes,
Maybe?
Yes, I've got one that's been moved to November 21st.
Okay.
But it's in Guilford, Connecticut, and it's a fundraiser. So we're fingers crossed. So
I know. When Scott comes on, we'll talk about gigs. But anyway, yeah.
I was kind of lucky this summer. I found my way to a couple of outdoor shows. I had some people take pity on me. So
I was like, yeah, but those people, how mad were they when you just showed up at their barbecue with a microphone and a speaker?
Do I hear people?
You're like, hold on. I know. Anytime I went anywhere and there was any kind of I'm gonna do 10 minutes right here.
Yeah.
Honey, you're at a restaurant. I don't care, because there were outdoors. There was some outdoor, and that they have a few people playing guitars or whatever, and I'd be like, I'm gonna take that mic and I'm gonna do 10 minutes right now. I was threatening. I'll do it. Don't. I will.
Wake me. I will go over there. I'm starting to feel jaded a little bit or conflicted about COVID too. I was started doing this as actual joke this summer, because if I look at the last 3 shows I did prior to the quarantine, I did a show at an Elks Lodge in Meriden, Connecticut. I did a show at an American Legion Hall in East Greenbush, New York, and a show at a VFW hall in Preston, Connecticut, which again sounds like I'm bragging. And then we had a quarantine. And then after the quarantine, I got shows. I did a show at a ski area. I did a show at a tennis center. I did a show outside a museum, where inside the museum, a Monet paintings were hanging. I was at a vineyard. I was at some kind of wedding factory. It was the class of show just went up exponentially. I feel like I'm getting jaded. Next year I'm gonna be doing a show at a Moose Lodge, going if it wasn't for the vaccine, I'd be at a country club right now.
Really? So it was to your benefit. That's lovely.
Yeah. So I don't want to sound like I'm not rooting for anything.
Well, you do know the colder weather's coming, so.
I should mention it here in June, by the way.
Yeah. So I did have one poolside show with there was a lot of people and they expected me. So it was an outdoor, it was actually a shower that was supposed to be indoors at a restaurant. And so it got, rescheduled, and it was outdoors at this beautiful home with a pool, and it was decorated so gorgeous. And I was like, I have a mic in my hand. I was like, I'm so excited. I was so excited just to, be able to I've had these jokes stored up in me for a long time.
It's so awful. What is it about us where this has to get out? I don't know what I had jokes that were I had a couple of Zoom shows, and you couldn't tell about the Zoom shows, and you couldn't people were typing haha, which seemed nice, but you couldn't tell. And then you finally get out in public, and it's all right, I got this joke, and I want to do this joke, but I haven't done this joke since February. I got to do this. I don't want anybody to feel neglected. So now you got to mix up the sets, and it's exhausting. But
it's exhausting. What we go through. Well, at least you had shows. That is really, really nice, and
very fortunate.
Yeah, that's awesome. I haven't been on stage in a while. Stage here at my house, but for Chewy, he's a little sick of my jokes. I mean,
Yeah, I've got some weathered fans in my house too. So
yeah, I hear you. Hey, so we have so much to do. I am going to bring up Scott right now.
Oh, I know him.
Yes. You know and love him. He's a stand-up comedian. He's the host of the Behind the Funny podcast, which I actually just listened to yesterday. His CD, When Was This Harvested, is on Sirius XM Radio. And I don't know if you know this, Howie, about Scott, but he was an extra in the movie Zookeeper.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd just give you that heads up. So in case, you want to get his autograph until it blows up, you know what I mean? Because people are probably starting to rewatch those movies because there's nothing on. Anyway, please welcome back Scott Higgins, everybody.
Yes, and thank you for mentioning Zookeeper. That was quite a moment for me. Standing there at the Oscars, prepared to receive my award. Actually, the story behind that was I spent 3 days on set in a scene with Kevin James, day after day, as they filmed from all different angles. It was the first big production movie set I had ever been on. I was on an independent film once before, and then that one. So it was amazing. So cool. And I tell my kids about it because they were younger at the time. And it's kind of funny because they didn't give a crap then, and they don't now either. So things haven't changed much. But the movie comes out in the theater, and I took my kids to see the movie, and I'm like, waiting for the scene to come up. And I know it's towards the end of the movie, and here it comes. The scene comes in, and it's setting up, and I'm like, all right, watch closely. And just as the part comes, they zoom in on his face, and nobody in the background can be seen.
No.
You didn't see me at all.
Not like even like a little glimpse of your hair or your shirt. Or
literally, honest to God, you saw my shoulder over his shoulder. And I knew it because I knew what suit that they had me wear in the suit. And
that is so much. Wait, zoom in. That is my shoulder.
Now, as a follow-up to that, about a year later, my daughter's at a friend's house at a birthday party, overnight birthday party. Comes home the next day, and she's like, Dad, we watched Zookeeper last night, and I saw you. And I'm like, ha, ha, very funny. She goes, no, seriously, we watched the deleted scenes, and we saw you in the deleted scene.
And we laughed and laughed.
I'm working at City Steam in Hartford, and I tell that story to one of the comedians. He's hosting for the weekend, and he brings me on stage by going, you may have seen this guy in the movie Zookeeper with Kevin James. Well, if you have the DVD and watch the deleted scenes. And it got this huge laugh. Well, I used that as my intro for 3 years after that. I'm like, that's about the best I got. I'm going to use that for a while. So, yeah, that was my big break in a movie.
And look at you now. Here you are on Talk is Cheap. I mean. And
since now Talk is Cheap is over 50, I am prepared just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Once you get over 50, it's a stethoscope.
Okay. I was like, what is that?
Just in case. And you have a lovely green room here.
Thank you.
Video, gift bags and everything. It's nice. It's nice.
We try around here. We really do.
I'm texting Mike Murray to see if he can put me on the list for the pool gig.
I don't know. Those are filling up pretty fast, those gigs.
It's so funny that you guys said I would take that gig right now, because one of the things we do on the podcast all the time on Behind the Funny is we ask all our guests for a funny bad gig story, because we know as comedians, whenever we ask a comic, you got a funny bad gig story? Oh, which one do you want? Because we all have plenty of them.
Yeah.
And it's every week now lately where we're like, I would do that again.
Yeah.
I would do that one again. Yeah.
The pool story, it might not even be my top 10.
Right, exactly. As I relive some of the stories I've told, I'm like, that's actually not that bad. I would do that right now.
I think that's the first time I met Brad. It's the first time I met Rhonda. It was, it's 25 people who kind of were nice. And
yeah. I mean, I do the Bradley Playhouse. We do a virtual variety show every Friday night, and I host it, and I do like a 5-minute monologue up front, and then I introduce all the acts, which are musical, and it's like this, where we can see their comments when they type in. And one time I got a ha-ha, but it was a typo. They were trying to type, how long is he going to be? But it took him out, I'm taking it.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
No kidding, right? No kidding. It's like, I'll take whatever, whatever, you know?
My ego doesn't need much to be fed. At least a little bit.
I don't want to talk about. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rhonda. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking because Scott and I were just gonna do right with Max. I was so excited. You had this. You're like, I'm like, yes, definitely. I would love to do that show.
I had a fundraiser, and they were going to do it in the afternoon, and they wanted it to be very family friendly. And literally, I like Max. I've had 3 shows with Max Docelli all canceled, and so I'm like, I owe Max a show, so I got to get Max. So I called Max, and him and I are on the phone talking, and Rhonda's name came up. So I'm like, I got to contact Rhonda. So I contact her, and she's free. So it was like one of those ones where, okay, the first 2 people you want to reach out to, both are available, which is unusual nowadays. I mean, everyone's so busy.
Yeah.
And when we booked this show, I said to the people, there's restrictions, how many people you can have, and everything's going on. They're like, no, this will be fine. This will be fine. Okay, let's go move forward with it. And then a week and a half ago, she's like, yeah, we gotta cancel. We can't. We don't even know if the venue is going to be open this Saturday because they were struggling and they were donating it to them, and tickets aren't selling, and it's tough right now. It's tough right now, but I get it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We move on.
But don't you think when this is all, when we get through this, I'm not going to say all said and done, it's never going to be done, and people have suffered remarkably financially, health-wise. I mean, I'm not going to get into all of that, but when we get through this, when we're on the other side of it, I think people are going to be starving for entertainment, for comedy, for music. And I just think I think there's going to be jobs that'll be plentiful. And anyway, that's what I'm counting on.
I will say this: I've done only a handful of shows, 5 shows maybe since March. 4 shows actually. And Howie, you've done more, but the crowds are very, very grateful. They're very generous as far as paying attention and laughing. And afterwards, they're all leaving like, that was great. That was fantastic. And we're not on top of our game right now because we're not doing it often enough.
Right.
We're out of sync a little bit. I mean, we did a fundraiser for the Bradley a few weeks ago, and I didn't have my best set that I've ever had. I was out of sync and everything, but they're such a gracious crowd that they were great. I mean, all the other comics, you couldn't tell that they all seemed to be on their A game, but the crowd was just so into the entire show. And I heard that I was talking to the guys that own comics, which I know you've performed at, Howie, and they said the same thing. The people that go, 1, appreciate the comedy. 2, they're taking care of the wait staff, which is such a nice thing to hear. They're being generous when they tip the wait staff, because those people suffered too. We talk about entertainment, but wait staff people, through all of this really, are hurting as well. So I think you're right, Rhonda. The people will they'll come out, they'll support, they're going to enjoy themselves. It's going to be great. I just hope that places can survive, because you look at Dangerfield's, one of the world famous comedy club, closed, gone.
51 years.
Yeah. So you hope enough places will survive. I mean, as comedians, we always find places to put shows on. We'll find a bar and grill somewhere. John Parada hasn't seen a bus stop he wouldn't book yet.
That is so true.
Come on. He'll book I love it. In the middle of the mall in Cranston if he has to. We'll find places to do shows. So that's not going to be a problem. But I hope a lot of the clubs can survive all this, so they'll still be around.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. Hey, I don't think that comedians are the only ones that are going through the withdrawal. I think music artists are too. And we happen to have one that we're going to bring on, one of my favorites. He's been a full-time recording artist for 17 years. He travels around with his family doing concerts coast to coast overseas. He's the dad to 2 boys and to 1 wife. And he's here. I don't even know how many times this makes. Maybe 5. I don't know, Jonas. He'll have to tell me. Please welcome back Jonas Woods, everybody. Jonas, I can't find your. Where are you? There you
Where's
are.
the applause?
There it is. Hey, look, Jonas. Here's the thing. You were here on show number 1. We still have no budget. And so
Still?
I just have a little app here. I just have a little app. So, and sometimes it works, and sometimes not so much. But we're so glad you're back. How have you been doing? What's going on with you?
I've been good. I've done 150 shows since March, and I feel tired.
All right, Jonas, we're good talking to you. Why don't we turn him off and we'll move on now?
It's been tough, but when you have friends like Bono, it's difficult not to be busy. You know what I mean?
All right, I gotta go now.
Wow, no. Bono told me not to name drop, so I'm gonna stop.
So
No, it's been slow. It's been slow. I've had probably 5 shows. You know, we've done some online things, but as you well know, online is not almost. It's almost the same, but not quite. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost exactly.
Almost exactly the same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Everybody's gonna have like their bad Zoom moments coming up. That's gonna be like the new green room conversation.
Seriously.
That's going to be the new question on the podcast. So, any bad Zoom gigs?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I go first, real quick? I did a show for 10 people. It was like some office gathering on 6 o'clock on a Friday. There's 10 people from the office. They're all in their homes after working from home after a long week of not being in the office. And one of the women who was very adamant about why she's never heard of any of the comedians on this show, in the middle of my set, decides that, you know what, I'm just going to go get something to eat. And then she gets something to eat, brings the plate, walks by her computer, and sits on the couch and watches TV while I'm still going on. So, and then in the box next to her was a guy who was asleep, but he'd been asleep since the first performance. So I didn't feel that badly about that. I didn't put him to sleep, but 20% of the crowd was either watching TV despite me or just was taking a nap. So.
Well, at least you didn't wake him up, Howie. That's the important thing.
With the laughter of other people,
wake 'em up.
there's no chance of that happening.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? We have a huge treat for you right now because Jonas is going to play a song. I'm so excited. And Jonas, what are you going to play for us?
Oh, it's a song I wrote back in 1974, and I made millions and millions of dollars off of the song. And it's a winner. People sung it. They still sing it today. I'm gonna sing it for you now. I hope you enjoy it. I call it Fire and Rain. Here you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans ain't made putting an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. And I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I just won't make it any other way. And I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, with my back turned toward the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Spend an hour's time on the telephone line, talking about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things headed my way this time around. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain. Thanks. You can buy my record. It's titled James Taylor's Greatest Hits.
I'm telling you, Jonas, you record that, you got a hit.
Hey, I feel like it. I feel like it.
That was so awesome.
Thanks.
That was so good. Oh my goodness. I loved it.
Thanks.
James Taylor is one of my favorites. That was an
Oh
Mine
yeah.
too.
awesome job.
I'm
Oh,
not
thanks,
gonna
man.
lie, I requested a little JT. So
You can't go wrong.
Really
No,
well
you
done.
can't.
That was
Thank you.
And we really
Thanks.
appreciate, Howie and I appreciate when you bring somebody with real talent on,
Yeah.
following the two monkeys that are just
Wow.
telling jokes for a little while. That doesn't
Nah.
make me feel any worse or anything.
I gotta tell you,
Okay.
Scott, when you first came on and you brought that stethoscope out, I swear to you, I didn't bring it up earlier, but I think it's comedy gold because I genuinely thought it was a catheter.
Well,
And,
you didn't
For a
see what
second, I
took it from.
choked.
dual
I
purpose.
choked.
Jonas,
I
you
was
didn't see
backstage.
where I took it out of.
Okay.
okay.
Family show. What?
Anyway, so let's see.
I took it out of the desk drawer over here. To the
Of
right.
course.
Sharon was
Obviously.
waving her lighter back and forth, and she said that was fabuloso. And Amy said, "Hi, that was beautiful, Jonas." So it was, as usual, it was amazing. I'm so thankful anytime you come on and you
Great stuff.
sing.
Great
Thank
stuff.
you very
So
much.
amazing.
Right.
Well,
Thanks.
Jonas, I know that you've got to run. I know you can't stay, but I thank you so much, and I know I'm going to have you back on whenever you say. You are always welcome here. Thank you so much for coming on. And we
Absolutely.
Love you here. Thank you for our theme song that, of course, you wrote specifically for Talk is Cheap. Not really, but
Obviously.
we like to say that. Yeah.
Obviously.
It's wonderful. All right, please say hi to Becky and thanks for being on.
Thank you for having me. It's good to meet you guys. Have a great night.
Nice to meet you, Jonas. Great job.
Jonas.
All right. Thank you.
He's so good. He's so good. Oh my gosh.
All right, back to the monkeys.
Yeah,
Here
he
we go.
was so good. Thank you.
Yeah, wasn't that a nice?
Yeah, thank you. That was great.
I didn't put him on to make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah,
I don't need him.
let me go write another crappy, useless joke.
That somebody's going to see in
What's the
person in
deal
March,
with that?
May.
we all have our talents, and you know that's Jonas's
And as
talent.
soon as I discover mine, Jonas is in trouble.
Look out, he's coming for you, right?
That's right.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. He is. He's just great. He's amazing.
Great voice. He's got a great voice.
Incredible voice, and you should. And he sings with his wife too. Oh my gosh, and it's disgusting. It's what it is. They're so good.
You're supposed to perform to get out of the house and get away from her.
I know.
Not to sing with them. If I was performing comedy with my wife, oh my God, I'd drive my car into a bridge above.
Well, his wife is absolutely beautiful, and she's beautiful inside and out, so I can see why he wouldn't want to leave her side.
So is my wife, but you live with anybody for 30 years. Eventually, that wears off a little bit. Just saying.
So funny. Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys, you know what time it is, right?
Sorry. I thought I was being threatened for a second. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was like, I didn't do it.
It's that female voice. It's that you guys. No, but do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It's time for You've Got Game. And today's game is called Real Time. That's right, you guys. We have a game for both of you. You know what I should have gone over, but I didn't. I'm trying to decide. Let's do it live because I'm ultra professional, and this show is, the show is, yeah. Anyway, so I'm trying to decide if I should have you type in your answer, but we didn't go over how to do that.
No.
We didn't. And so I don't want to scare you, but how you would do it is just how you signed in with your name. So like when you see your little picture on the bottom and those 3 little dots on the bottom, and it says edit name. This is for you guys out there. This is how it works. A little behind the scenes.
Welcome to Technical Talk, as Chief.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. This is live. Okay. So it says edit your name, and then you would just write the answer in, and then when I say reveal, you hit save, and then that would exactly. He's got it. No chance. Okay, good. All right. So what we're going to do is Alex is going to share we're going to share the screen. We're going to put up a scene from a movie. I hope you guys like movies. We're going to put up a scene from a movie. You are going to name that movie. For each correct answer, you get a point. When you hear this, that means you're correct. And when you hear this, you're not. Okay. And I am gonna. I'm sorry.
Like that sound way too.
I do. I know. And I'm gonna have Alex keep score because I stink at it basically, and you don't want me to keep score. And you need. Okay, hold on here. You know what? We just need a better staff here. The staff on here is just horrible. All right. So, okay.
A union gig?
The union? Yeah, well, you know what it is. No one's paid their union dues. So, yeah. So, anyway. You think they're union workers? No, we don't even have a union. We have nothing. We have nothing at all. Okay. But they are kind of union. But anyway. All right. So, we know how to type in our answers?
Yes.
Just a nod, a simple nod would be nice. Okay. All right. Are you ready? We're going to play real time. We are going to share the first screen. Ready? All right. Type in your answer if you know what this movie is called. Type it in. And when I say to reveal, that's when you'll hit the save key, but not until then. All right. You guys got it?
Yep.
All right. Alex, you can unshare the screen. What was that movie?
Oh. Damn it. I completely choked on the title of that movie, by the way. That was just
1,200 men went in the water. 332 came out.
I see that. So
sorry.
It is not Jaws, but I can see how you would make that mistake. It is A Wonderful Life. So Scott has.
Damn it, Mr. Potter, you got it wrong.
Oh my gosh. I
get all my Jimmy Stewart movies confused. So
I just thought it was Jaws.
yeah. Jimmy was amazing in Jaws.
He played the shark. A lot of people don't know that.
No. Michelle says it was actually
amazing.
Jaws too. It was actually
I'm
Jaws
sorry.
too. Yeah. She's wrong too. All right. So are you ready? You ready for the next one? All right, Alex, share the screen. This is not all right. I love this movie. See if you can figure this out. I can tell you the actress is Tippi Hedren, right? All right, ready?
Nope.
You're not? Okay, keep typing.
I had to close out the screen so I could see it.
Okay, keep typing and ready. Reveal. Ooh, because it is an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
And those are both Alfred Hitchcock answers that you have. One of you is right. And
Howie's right. Howie's right.
Howie is right. It is the bird. Yes, it is the bird. Yep. And Steve had it right. The birds. Yep. And 2020 COVID attacks. No, it could be though. It very well could be, Michelle.
That should be the winner right there.
That's the winning answer.
I'm not sure if you noticed my secret, Scott, but when in doubt, I just go with an animal movie.
I should have typed Zookeeper then.
There you go. There you go.
I don't care what the next movie is. I'm just typing in Air Bud.
There you go.
All right, ready? We got the next movie. Here's our photo. It's coming up. Oh, yep. Let's see. Is that Penny Marshall and Ron Howard? And who was the other guy? Do you know who it is? No. Yeah. Oh, just the character's name. All right. Tell me when your answers. Don't reveal them yet.
It's not Penny Marshall either.
I mean, not Penny Marshall. Cindy
Williams.
Cindy Williams. I know. I was thinking. You know what I was thinking. Obviously.
Shirley.
I know. All right. Ready? And the movie is American Graffiti. You are both correct. I believe the score is tied right now.
How old are we? How?
Yeah, American Graffiti. What did you say?
How old are we that we're getting these movies right?
Yeah, I know.
Which Rudy Valley movie was that?
What's that?
Which Rudy Valley movie was that?
All right, let's see. Here's our next movie. Ready, Alex? All right. We do have a few older movies right now. Chevy Chase. All right, lock in your answers and ready. Okay, Alex, we're done. Reveal. Vacation. Yes, you're both correct. Vacation.
And that is the original Vacation movie.
That is the original. Yeah. That is.
I've never seen the remake. Anyway, go ahead.
You didn't miss anything.
No.
There was a remake? There wasn't a remake, was there?
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms played his son Rusty as a grown-up.
Oh, really? Did you watch it?
It was on HBO, and I made it halfway.
Not bad.
Before I bailed out, and I think I watched a documentary on growing wheat after that. Entertainment value. Yeah.
The Canadian one?
Yes, it was really good.
Yes, not bad.
Yeah, I didn't know they grew wheat up there, but it was very impressive.
Who knew? Michelle thought that was Home Alone with Jaws. No, Michelle, that is not. That is
Wasn't Michelle on the trip?
She is. She's going to be on next week, actually.
Oh, nice. Good.
She's killing it.
Watch. All right, you got the next one, Alex. Oh, I know this one.
Come out to the coast. We'll have some laughs.
He looks a little messed up. All right, so you're going to lock in your answers, you guys. Let me know when you're ready. Just say yes.
You'd be messed up, too, if you had to deal with Hans Gruber.
All right, reveal. Yes, you are both correct. It is Die Hard. That's the original Die Hard, too, right? When Bruce Willis was very young, and that was a lot of breath holding. And
some people consider that a Christmas movie.
Okay. You know what? I argue with my son all the time on this. Yes, because it takes place around Christmas, right? Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He thinks it's a. I know it's wrong.
Yeah,
It's
I
wrong.
can't
I
do it.
tried to raise him right, but I just. So there's not. It's not a Christmas movie. I showed you all the Christmas. All right.
You're gonna fight
At least I could spur a fight. All right, take care now. My job's done. All right.
Don't. Hey.
Howie's like, my job is done
I'm
here.
out. I was just avoiding fights downstairs. That's it. If I can just go to a different family, that's all that matters.
Oh my goodness. All right. Ready? What is okay? Yep, I know. I have the answers too. I have the answer key. So, whoa. All right. Lock in your answers and let me know when you are ready for the big reveal. I feel like there needs to be music behind me, but Jonas left. Yeah, Jonas left. He should
Yeah,
be,
where's
like,
Jonas?
strumming. I know. Where's Jonas when you need him? All right. So, all right. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ishtar? What is that?
I know a movie he meant.
Okay.
That's it. You have to Google biggest bombs in the what's it, 80s? Yeah.
Yep, one of the biggest bombs ever.
Did you really not know what that was?
I wasn't. I had an idea, but Ishtar was easier to type than Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah.
He's getting carpal tunnel, so he's going with one-word answer.
I didn't realize this is going to be a typing test.
Yes. Yes. If you misspell, it's okay. You know what you just say.
Well, in that case, then that was supposed to be Raiders of the Lost Ark. But
that's a huge misspelling. Okay.
No, he actually typed Raiders of the Lost Ark in Hebrew. That's what
Steve got it. He knew it was Raiders. So all right. So sorry, Allie.
We already knew I was wrong. You didn't hurt my feelings.
I just love that. I'm so sorry, but I really do like that. And here you go. Here you go. That's for Scott. That's for Scott. All right, we got the next one coming up. This one's gonna be, it would be tough for me anyway. All right. That's a more modern movie.
we finally got up into a more recent decade.
I know. I finally got into this decade.
No, that's not even this decade.
No, well, you know,
we're closer.
2000s or whatever. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, this is a movie someone under 50 may have seen.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Ready? You're going to reveal? Yes, you are both correct. I want a different, let me see if you got it. Let's see. We'll do the, you set off the car alarm. That's awesome. This is all I can afford. Okay. Let's see. Sharon said she loves that movie. The Matrix you love? I don't know. Or Raiders. Probably The Matrix, I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. All right. Are you ready for the next one? This is riveting streaming going on right here, you guys, on Talk is Cheap. Riveting. I know people are like, oh my gosh. This is crazy.
It's down to the wire. That's why. You can feel the nervous anticipation.
I know, can you? Can you? Because nobody wants the buzzer. It's the bad buzzer. It's upsetting, isn't it? It kind of makes you feel bad about yourself. Okay. Here I am to lift your self-esteem. All right. Ready, Alex? Why don't you share the next one for us? And okay, that one's current, kind of, right? What year was that? That was when? Oh, never mind. That was not current at all.
No, 1981 is not current.
No. Well, really? That came out in the 80s. I guess I didn't care. I was probably just so young. Anyway, probably couldn't even go to the movies then. I was so young. Anyway.
You weren't even born yet, Rhonda.
Probably not. Oh
my God.
I'm probably not even born. Okay. All right, Alex. I think they got it. What is that movie?
Okay. What? Something was flying.
I am conceding, and Howie wins by default just for that answer alone.
Howie.
I actually didn't even know it was Blade Runner. This is so sad. Like I'm supposedly an adult male who's like I'm 52, by the way. Never saw Blade Runner. Never saw The Matrix. Never saw Indiana Jones. So I am just a.
I don't know. That would be like somebody
Not in
should
the
probably
entertainment
take
industry.
your man card away. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's just bad.
Ooh.
We just
Oh.
all right.
That was
But,
hurtful.
She just put you out of your misery.
On behalf of Dick Van Dyke, let me say that's unnecessary.
just got
Ooh.
booed. You just got booed. Let's see.
Man,
It's
she-
Not a Wonderful Life is from Steve. Ghostbusters. Michelle's amazing at this. And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yes.
love
Yes,
that.
it's just amazing.
I,
But
I see your carpal tunnel went away. That's 4 words.
I needed attention, so
all right. All right. Are you ready for the next one? Like, who isn't? All right, Alex. Let's see, what do we have? Oh,
Now we're getting into the.
very young someone.
Yep.
Very young.
Jessica Tandy.
How you look confused. And you're only like this big in my screen and you
Yeah.
still look confused. All right. Type in your answers, please. And okay, we are going to have the big reveal.
How about this? Wait a minute. Here we go.
I've never
Howie,
seen
that was Jamie Lee Curtis, by the way.
Really?
Jamie Lee Curtis, a very young Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I believe you.
Steve says that is 2020 a trip to Safeway. It could very well be. And the correct answer is Halloween.
I get a haunted house
No,
sound.
you got a bell. I don't know. Here, how about this?
What am I, Quasimodo?
That's for
You got a recording of Mike Murray? That's amazing.
Oh my goodness, that's too funny. Scary, huh? That's for Halloween.
That noise is in my head every day. So,
That's a
Halloween or not, that's just
That's
every
a
day.
problem. Every day. You might want to talk to somebody, and there might be medication for that. All right, we've got another one. Howie,
Well, it's worth 10
Howie,
points.
come on,
No
I know
choice.
you have this one. I know you've got this one. This is so Howie. That's so Howie.
This
Doesn't
could
that
be
look
Howie's home
Doesn't
movie.
that look like Billy Graham in the back? Okay.
It kind of does.
Doesn't it? No, I'm serious. Doesn't
It
that
does.
look like,
Being serious. Oh,
yeah, it looks like Billy Graham. I don't know if he made a cameo or not, but okay.
in that upper right shot there.
Yeah, it does. It looks a little Billy Grahamish.
Maybe he's trying to save the two of them.
Sorry, now I feel bad. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, reveal there, Scott. Yes, you are both correct. So
Okay. This reminds me of the time we were recording an episode of the podcast and Ace decided to bring in a soundboard that he bought, and he was playing the wrong sounds on everything we did for the night. And I don't even think he participated in the conversation. We just kept pressing. We had a lion roaring as a response to a question that made no sense because he was more into the sounds that it was making. And you're having a lot of fun with this tonight.
I am because I don't see people.
Scott, I've
very often.
got one thing I noticed about your podcast today. I was listening to it today, and I was on Spotify. And you might maybe use this as a suggestion about your search engine optimization, because I typed in BE for Behind the Funny, and the Beatles came up. So I don't know if there's any way that you can get ahead of the Beatles when you're searching on that on Spotify. I don't know if there's a way for you to work that out, but that would be helpful for everybody, I think.
Should be
We
easy.
can work
Should
it
be
out.
easy.
Yeah.
We can
Just-
work it out.
See, I'm a giver.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
No problem.
Maybe I'll put Ringo Starr in my search engine optimization.
There you go.
Thank you.
Maybe you should.
See-
Leslie said that really did look like him. It did. And then Steve said Bueller. See?
Classic.
And can you believe I've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That is very
I
sad,
can.
Leslie. Go do
Let-
it right now.
Leslie, where have you been since March, Leslie? Like you haven't had time to watch a movie? Seriously?
Come on.
Leslie, I defy you to watch the movie, and I defy you to not think that Ferris Bueller is the most annoying character in any movie of all time.
Hard to argue. Hard
Yeah.
to argue that.
Hero? No.
No, but entertaining.
They showed the house. That house. They showed that house on it sold or something for a lot of money.
Yeah.
So crazy. Anyway.
You watch it now though, and the principal's kind of a creep when he goes.
In real life.
Yeah. More ways than one.
All right, we got another movie coming up.
All right.
You ready? We've only got
Match.
this one. This one is
All right.
really, really modern.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's Rocky 12.
Yeah. Yes, it is. America's Next Top Model.
Might as well.
It's like I think Tyra's had that outfit. Anyway, okay. All right, you guys. Are you ready?
That's not the remake of Footloose, is it?
Ready? Reveal. Black Panther.
Yeah. Oh, really? All right.
Oh wait, is he just typing it in now?
I got
nothing. Howie, you know, how could you not like?
What? If it's like a Marvel DC, I could care. I don't. What? I mean, it was a fine movie. I know, and I'm sorry. But yes.
I didn't see it, but I knew what it was. Sorry, I just roared.
Someone was horrified that you.
Why can't you put up a slide from that documentary about Canadian wheat? At least I can get that one.
Black Panther. No, Michelle, it's not Karate's Kid. Black Panther. Yes, it was Black Panther. We have one more for you. Okay, one more.
It's worth 30 points, so I can have a chance, right?
Yes, it's worth 75 points. This is creepy.
How do you spell bozo?
Two Z's.
You know, that was really easy. Like, you know how I want to say it, or you know what I want to, if I was mean, I would say SCOTT, but I'm not, so I won't do that.
Oh, good thing you didn't spell it out.
I'm not.
No one can put together 5 letters and pronounce it.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little. Okay, so are we ready to reveal our answers? Yes, Howie. Yes. That's amazing.
That's how easy it was. I got it.
That is so good. All right, do we have the final score? Did you guys know what you're even playing for? Did you know what you were? Oh my God.
I was playing for pride.
You are playing for the very coveted Rhonda Curry Comedy Hand Sanitizer, valued at $5,500. Clean comedy and clean hands. Okay.
It was valued at that back in March.
Yeah.
I know, and it hasn't. Now it has not gone down.
Wow.
Because
Is that
you
autograph?
never know. Because these are collector's items. I don't know if you know that.
Howie, last time I was on, I put mine up on eBay. Well worth it.
Yeah, nice.
Well,
Had I known, I would have watched more movies before I came on.
You should have. You should have. My goodness, you guys are too funny. Hey, so I do have some big news. I have some big news about the Thursday show. Yes, it's big. It's big. Thursdays shows are going to be going away, but they're not just going away anywhere. They're going to be moving in November. They're going to be moving to Tuesday night. Isn't that great? So
Nice.
Thursday, yes, the shows are going to be on Tuesday night, starting in November, Tuesdays and Sunday nights instead of Thursday and Sunday. So the rest of October, we're still here on Thursday, but in November, we're going to move to Tuesday and Sunday night.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do something like a show of mine where they just decided they aren't going to do shows on Wednesdays. 2 weeks before I was supposed to be there on a Wednesday. So I thought those were kind of. So thanks for waiting until I was on. I appreciate that. That's.
You're welcome. Anyway, who's gonna be here on Sunday, Alex? Well, guess who's gonna be here as my co-host? Comedian and ventriloquist Taylor Mason is going to be here, and the very lovely and very funny, and she stopped by tonight, Michelle Van Duzen's going to be here, and Ace Aceto is going to be back, and he is going to cook us up a nice fall recipe. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we will. maybe, but Ace has been cooking like crazy since COVID started. He has his own little cooking show. So make sure you tune in on Sunday at 7:30 Eastern time. You're not going to want to miss that show because all of our shows are so fun.
And Ace,
somebody wants to say hi to you. Scott says, "Hey, Howie."
Oh, I know him. Hey, Scott, what's going on, sir? We didn't get rained up for this one. Good to see you.
So you got one right. You know. Hey, you know what's kind of funny that you both have your names as the Joker right now.
I'm not going to change it either.
I wasn't either.
You don't have to. You don't have to. So, you guys, you definitely need to follow these guys. If you want to follow Howie, you can do so at Howie Mason on Facebook and at Howie Mason 2 on Twitter. So make sure you follow Howie, give him a follow. He's so much fun. He really is. He doesn't know a ton of movies, but he's
I know movies nobody watches.
Yeah. So maybe you can give him some movie suggestions, you know.
I don't follow Howie for movie reviews.
We're all the Roger Corman movies. That's what I wanted.
All right. And if you want to follow Scott, you can do that at Scott Higgins Live on Facebook and Instagram, and at Scott_Higgins on Twitter. Make sure you give Scott a follow. He's a lot of fun. And if you ever see these guys listed on a show, you definitely want to make sure you go and see them live. We're going to have live shows eventually, guys. And so you want to see them perform. I've gotten to perform with both of these guys, so I've been very lucky. And I've shared the stage with both of them, and now their career just plummeted after that. I don't know why.
Thank you.
I like this lineup right here.
Yeah.
This would be a fun lineup right here.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I need this for my career right now.
Hey, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever you need to do. Guys, thank you for watching. If you want to earn a chance to win the Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer, you can just by sharing episode 51. Your name goes into a drawing, and we will choose you, and you could be walking away with a prize valued at $5,500. Or if you want to have a little piece of memorabilia from Talk is Cheap, you can get one of our masks here. It is they are $14.95, a Talk is Cheap mask. Free shipping, you guys. That's right. We pay for the shipping. You pay for the mask. And you can do so. All you have to do is message me, Rhonda Corey Comedy on Facebook, or you can email me at rhonda@rhondacoreycomedy.com, and we will take your pre-order for the mask. They haven't even gotten delivered to my house yet, but you could be one of the first people to wear a Talk is Cheap mask. If you are going to wear a mask, it should be a fun one, right? Am I right? Hey, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you, Howie. It was fun hanging out with you. I hope when we get to hang out the next time, we're in front of a live audience. Definitely. and we're telling our jokes. I can't wait until that happens. But until now, you guys, episode 51 is out.
See.